Hello, welcome to the first match. We are on the play. Have a pretty decent hand. Little creature light, but that's fine. We're gonna keep. I'm just gonna run out that Copperline Gorge into Swiftspear. I'd rather keep the fetch land depending on what land we draw. Like if we draw a Sacred Foundry next turn, I might want to fetch a Stomping Ground, and the other way around. Or actually fetch a basic land if I draw a Shock Duel, for example. Okay, I think now we can just fetch a basic mountain for now. No point in taking damage. Even though it's not that likely to matter against turn 1 tapped demons, but you never know. Looks like this might be twin or something. So he likely has a remand or something here, so pretty good that our hand plays around that pretty well, but just suspending Rift Bolt and passing with an instant. And hitting him for a lot of damage with the Swiftspear. Might actually be interesting to just attack as command into the remand, just to get the extra damage on the Swiftspear and get the remand out of the hand. Depending on what we draw, I might actually consider that, since it might matter here in terms of damage. Maybe he's just remanding that, which is also fine. Yep, he did. We draw a land. Gonna fetch a Sacred Foundry now. So I'm gonna suspend it again. And I think I'm just gonna cast that here, just so he can't tap our Swiftspear next turn and deny us 2 damage. Which is reasonably likely to happen. Plus if he fetches, he might just die to Rift Bolt, or the Swiftspear, depending on whether he has a counterspell or a guy. And putting him to 1 is still pretty good. Interesting. Drew a Lightning Bolt. Alright. So I think the interesting question here is Face or Pestamite. I think the first one definitely will go to the Face. And then we'll see. I mean, he basically needs Silver Falls on Mountain if we go to the Face. But I think it's just... I mean, he doesn't have a Mountain or Sulfur Falls here, I think. Otherwise he would have played it over the Lighthouse. So... I think... it is actually fine to just go to the Face here. I think I like going to the Face here because otherwise he might be able to recover from what's going on here. This makes it very hard for him to maneuver. And the Eidolon is reasonably likely to just seal the deal here. Since, unless he basically has an untapped non-pain source and Splinter Twin, he just dies. I'm just gonna pass. And kill him in response to a scripting command. Okay, that worked out nicely. I think the lighthouse here on turn 3 is a pretty big tell in regards to mountain and sofa faults, which justifies the rift bolt to the face. Okay, sideboarding. Gonna bring in these 4. I don't think I like the combo kill too much against their interaction and counter magic. I'm gonna take those out. And I think I'm gonna take out the Boros Charms. And probably bring in some Revelry against potential Spellskites and stuff. I think I'll like Searing Blood better than Searing Blaze, because everything that we can kill with Searing Blaze we can kill with Searing Blood, and it doesn't require us to play a land, which is a lot nicer. I mean, Core Firewalker is okay because they have a hard time killing it, but it's probably just too low impact. So, I think I like it like that. Not sure if taking out Boros Charm is optimal, but I'll try it for now. There's a few ways to sideboard in a matchup. Like, it's also possible to just board a lot more searing effects to just fight their creatures and keep them from comboing with leaving mana open, or like stopping them from comboing with Bolt plus searing effect, for example. But yeah, I like Rift Bolt a bit better than Boros Charm just because it costs 1 mana. That's a really great hand. I'm gonna keep that. On the plus side, cutting Boros Charm also makes us less vulnerable to a potential Blood Moon, which doesn't hurt either. Okay. Goblin Guide. That's a really strong draw, like 1-drop into double 1-drop. If he doesn't have one of his sideboard sweepers, he's gonna have a hard time. Alright. No Bolt again, that's pretty good for us. Spellskite. Good that we sided in the Revelries. Okay, so we're gonna play the Swiftbear attack, and if he doesn't block, we just play Nacatl. If he blocks, probably just gonna lightning bolt it. Yep, there's the block and the lightning bolt. He doesn't have a land, that's very unfortunate for him, and probably his end. I think I'm just gonna pass here so we don't get blown out by like land Anger of the Gods, since we can protect 2 creatures with Attacker's Command from it. Cavern of Souls. Okay, interesting. It's not gonna do a whole lot here. Okay. So let's see. If we Attacker's Command here, that's 3, 7, 10, 13. So he's basically dead if it resolves. So I think it's fine to potentially just cast it here, but let's see. If he takes that, he goes to 6. I think given that he has mana open, I'll just let him hit and suspend Rift Bolt here. Damn, that was a mistake. I basically allowed him to combo. That was really bad. We would have needed to like threaten lethal here to force him to use his mana rather than be able to combo. Now he basically just needs to win an untapped land. That was really bad. That likely cost us the game. Yep, he goes to 1 and combos us. Yep, got punished. If we attack his command here, he has to do something and can't combo us. That was really bad. Lesson learned. Should have thought of that. Okay, on to play again. Good hand. Keep. I mean, at least we made a mistake and got punished for it. That's justice. So let's just not mess up and win this game, and then it's all fine. Okay, here's the bolt. Okay, he goes for the 0 visions instead. Good for us. Then his bolt will deal him 2 damage thanks to our Eidolon. Alright. Got a free land. I think it's still fine to attack even though his 0 visions land on top, since the 2 damage are just more important. Plus he has to discard if he doesn't play anything, so it's not even that relevant. Lightning bolt. Anything we can do here? I think we just attack his command anyway to deal as much damage as possible while he is tapped low, and just gonna fetch a Sacred Foundry and play our Grim Lavamancer to protect against combo. Together with Searing Blood we can even kill the Deceiver Exarch, which is pretty good. Undilling click, alright. And that basically means he's dead. Yep, and he realized it and conceded. Alright, that was a pretty quick win. Could have been a 2-0 if I wouldn't have messed up that spot, but we still won anyway. Alright, see you for the next match.